Man, I really have to break down this shit. Because I've been playing Mirage for a few days, ever since it came out. I got the pre-order just in time, like 2 minutes beforehand. Fun game. Not gonna lie, I'm having a little bit of fun, but I really just want to go over like my honest opinion about this shit. You just gotta bear with me here. Now, to begin with, it was already boring. I was already bored of it. The beginning of the game, you're a thief becoming an assassin. You know, the whole coming to be an assassin lore. We've done it 100 times, not really, but it's not. I don't know. It just felt so like get on with it, you know? It wasn't like fun like I think Edward Kenway was or Ezio was. Some origin stories are better than others, but this one was pretty lackluster, boring, couldn't care less. We already find out later that this guy is a fucking asshole in Valhalla. So, and also I did learn that this was supposed to be, I believe, a Valhalla DLC. Which explains why this gameplay is very Valhalla-like, but also tries to tint to the original as much as it can. Let's start off with something here. Now, like the day before this game came out, I was watching some gameplay from some YouTubers, all this and that. I remember one video, I couldn't find it. I don't know if it was on TikTok, Twitter, or YouTube, but it was talking about how the parkour in this game was just so lackluster, and you know, this guy's just falling off of everything. But the gameplay I was watching, I mean, this guy he just wasn't holding the button to do parkour or something, man. I mean, he was just launching off of walls and double tapping, you know, the launch off the wall button and shit. The parkour in this game's damn near flawless, I'd say. Like, when I say this whole city is built for you to free run on, run up, jump across, and do whatever you want, it's literally made for you to do anything you want, except for certain areas like fortresses that you have to get in there a certain way via a ladder or a lift or some key to a door you need. Other than that, literally the world is yours. Like, I kid you not, you can't mess this shit up. Like, just like any Assassin's Creed game though, even our Grandmaster Ezio had issues with parkour. I mean, he would just free willy-nilly jump off of anything he wanted and go kill himself. But you know, we've all been there. If you started at Assassin's Creed and Assassin's Creed 2 and all that, you know how buggy the parkour can be and has been. In this game, I think once in a while you do mess up, whether it's user error or the game just thinks you want to go left instead of right. But you know, that's normal, I think. You know, but other than, you know, the usual slip up that the game might have, I think the parkour is damn near flawless. Yeah, I'll tell you from playing this game a little bit, this story, I don't even know what's going on. Not a fucking clue. I'm having more fun just exploring Baghdad, which is so boring and just copy and paste. To me, I mean, I don't really admire the desert scenery. When I say this map is just boring, it is. Also, for me, just wearing the Altair outfit just kind of makes sense, you know. Altair kind of had that kind of clay house scenery, I believe. So when I put the old Assassin's Creed filter on in the options, I mean, it just feels like I'm Altair running around Jerusalem, I think it was. I could be totally wrong. I think where Altair kind of roamed and all that during the first game. I'm not one to disrespect culture or religion or anything, but I mean, I feel like these designers and digital creators, I can't even, artists, I guess, I don't know what they call themselves. I've heard so many names. I feel like they just make the ugliest outfits. I know they're probably culturally, you know, true to nature or in history, but I mean, they're just the ugliest outfits I've ever seen. I mean, they're just like, all right, how absolutely stupid can we make these buffoons look? But I mean, that's just my 2 cents. So even the Ezio Revelations outfit is just like, oh, it's just ugly, you know. I don't know who's making these things, but a lot of these things are ugly, so just another +1 for the Altair outfit. You know something, I don't know what these talismans are supposed to do. They don't give you any extra stats or attributes, so I guess they're there for show. I don't know if it's again, a cultural thing that they did. I just thought to point that out. You know, for I think the first time in like 3 games, you don't have to focus on building your town, your city, a village, or a ship. The only thing you have to worry about upgrading is your own gear, which is definitely a throwback. Like back in Assassin's Creed 2, we would just upgrade our armor or weapons. Or no, it was you bought stronger weapons. Although I don't know why they kept the stamina system. I think it's absolutely useless. The fact is, you're supposed to kill your enemy, and why are we having stamina in the way? Was that for gameplay, like, experience? Like, it's just so boring. Like, what's the point? Our enemies are supposed to die. You know, Ezio didn't have this problem. Connor didn't have this problem. No one else has had this problem except for Ivor or Eivor, however you pronounce it. I think the character was stupid. Another thing about Mirage is the mission tracking is so funky. It was a little wonky in Valhalla, whatever, but in Odyssey, I think it definitely peaked. It was so easy. It was just like a simple checklist in the menu. Like, you just go to quest and, like, everything's there. You can track it so easily. Just click track and, you know, it just leads you to where you need to go, or else you just summon your eagle. And it was just so easy to just highlight people. There was never a problem. It wasn't a chore to, like, do all this dumb extra shit. So that's also another thing I think that Mirage lacks, is good, I think, user interface with simple things. But in my honest opinion about Mirage, I want to give it a 7 out of 10, just because, again, the city's fun to parkour around. Like, there's nothing wrong with the gameplay aside from the few quirks that I mentioned, which is like next to none. But the story's so boring. I couldn't care less about the characters. Everybody is forgettable. Literally everybody, even Bassam, is forgettable. It's crazy. But yeah, definitely a 7 out of 10. I think they did a great thing by adding that classic filter. That definitely has kept me interested more than anything. I don't know why. It just gives me that throwback to Assassin's Creed 1 kind of feel, which I think that should have been the original color grading to begin with. I don't find the desert very nice looking. It's just boring. It's just sand. It's just sand. Sand is boring. Who cares? Unless you're at the beach, sand is boring. But again, 7 out of 10. I like it. It's just fun. It's mindless fun. Shut your brain off and just have some fun. Appreciate you stopping by for my review. Hopefully it was a little informative. But anyways, I'll see you around.